Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the LSU versus Georgia State college football matchup on Saturday, November 18th, 2023. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year, college football Saturday. Of course, on YouTube, we do tons of free pick videos. We do free picks at sportschatplace.com, Pickdawgz, our live shows, social media. But when you give out that many free picks, you're going to like some more than others. The ones we like the best are our premium picks. Use the discount code PICK. You'll get 15% off those purchases under the Premium Picks tab at our website. We have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. I make big bets. I think you'll love it, but you have to text the number you see on the screen because they're not available any other way or on the website. So text that number. But let's get to this one. LSU taking on Georgia State. LSU enters this one 7-3 on the season. Georgia State 6-4. Of course, Brian Kelly. I think the expectations for the LSU Tigers in year 2 under Brian Kelly were certainly a lot bigger than what they've delivered on. Daniels has done a nice job at QB. But the issue, of course, for LSU is that defense. It is an absolute sieve. We saw them have their way with Florida last week, 52, but giving up 35 points against a weak Gators offense. And in that matchup against Alabama, they simply had no answers in stopping Nick Saban's Tide, who just basically ran all over them. Yeah, beating up on Army 62-0 and Auburn 48-18. All that stuff is nice and well and very typical of Brian Kelly offenses being able to beat up on weaker teams. But I think what the issue is that when they play against the better teams, the big teams, the fast teams, they give up points in bunches and they simply do not have enough answers to come back on that. And if Brian Kelly is ever going to do anything at LSU, well, he's going to have to build his defense. He certainly has been a guy who has had a lot of excuses over the years. He's at Cincinnati, where they're not big enough. He's at Central Michigan, where they're not big enough to get the top recruits. Then he's at Notre Dame, who has the academic standards that, they can't get all the players that they want. Well, at LSU, you have absolutely no excuses to have that sieve of a defense. And if LSU comes back with this same defense year after year, I don't think Brian Kelly's actually going to last that long because they're eating contracts like no one's business over in the SEC. Georgia State, a nice 6-4 this season. And the thing about this team, they can run the football. And up against LSU's porous run defense, it's going to be interesting to see because we know that LSU is going to be able to put points up on Georgia State. I mean, there's no doubt about it. LSU has the number 1 offense in the nation, and I mean, it's an SEC team against Georgia State at the end of the day. But if Georgia State can maintain any type of ball control, keep the game within arm's reach where they can maintain that running game, LSU is going to struggle. We're getting 31.5 points with Georgia State with a team with a sieve defense. I'll take my chances. I'm going to take Georgia State in the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. The betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they tell you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they tell you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.